Here we are in our 2024 closeout recap show. Not on a different screen, but right here next to me, Chai Star G. Welcome to the show.
My hands a little wet. I wash my
All
hands.
right, well,
No,
just
I
saying.
wash my hands.
Well, I tell you what, I won't call this an apology episode, but let me say this is a getting back on track episode. As we noted some time ago, 2023, we did a better job of getting hot dog content out to the world.
It happens.
2024, we were a little bit light. We did have our little Louis run.
We
But-
had our moments.
I say that to say we've just come back from Superdog right there on Devon in Milwaukee, fresh out of the bag. So here's how we're going to mix it up. Here's how we're going to chart new territory. Instead of eating a whole hot dog, we're splitting now a burger and a dog. So the new part is we have not done a super burger on the show before.
And we're going to feed it to each other like Lady and the Champ style
That might
with the
be.
spaghetti.
We didn't rehearse that.
No, we didn't rehearse anything, actually.
All right, so my friend, here is half of a Superdog dog.
Fantastic. And here's a half of a burger for you, my friend.
I think I'll start with the burger then.
Okay.
Now, here's what design flaw. Usually when we do this, it could be three guys in a parking lot.
Mhm.
It could be not in a parking lot, but in the past. Then when you have two guys to talk while the other guy's eating, so we're in a slow. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Let's be civilized
We
here.
need
as we close out.
some Chris Dives in napkins
There. Ooh, monogram.
for 2025.
You'll note we have the Fanboy Cantina stickers. We're matching in our Fanboy Cantina shirts, and the Fanboy Cantina stickers are right there on the Alex Ross portrait. All right, here we go, diving into Super Burger. Not the first time in my life, but first time on the channel, diving into the Super Burger.
Mm-hmm.
Perfection.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, having it this fresh
Uh-huh.
totally makes a difference.
Totally.
Now, if you love the condiments that are on the hot dog, it adds to the flavor of
Absolutely.
the burger for sure.
Right. Same neon green relish right there,
Mm-hmm.
peeking out of the top of the split there. The relish and the onion hanging out like two peas in a
Yep.
pod.
Yep. And there's no ketchup.
Oh, comments. Let's see if I can eat with one hand and steer with the other. Fanboy G working hard in the fanboy land, giving us a let's go. As you can see, we've got the hotline numbered. So if anybody cares to clock in, join the show via the Dive In hotline. It's right there for you.
Wouldn't it be funny if like anyone
Well,
tell it? Maybe like Fanboy G.
there, the hotline is right here.
Hotline blank.
Let's see. Let's see what might happen. All right.
Man, the burger's actually really good. I don't think I've ever had the burger.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've
Well-
only had their hot dog.
Closing out 2024 in the best of ways. Here is the Super Burger.
Dynamite.
It is.
Mm.
You know, they don't just call it Super for nothing. It's not just for show.
You know what? Okay, so I had Shake Shack
Mm-hmm.
prior to coming here.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, this burger is a lot better than Shake Shack. Just for the reason that I don't like crunchy, overcooked meat, which I feel like Shake Shack is, and it's totally overpriced. And just the simplicity of just having the same condiments that are in a Chicago style hot dog, but on a burger, genius.
You can't go wrong. I mean, you could go wrong, but the way Superdog does it, they can't go wrong. Oh, is this an actual hotline call coming in?
Hey.
Hey, everybody, we got Junkyard on the hotline. Junkyard, say hello.
Actual hotline call coming in. What's the number? Give me the number.
Oh, it's like on the radio when they say turn your phone down
I just
or turn your radio down. I mean, I got it the wrong way.
just did. It's an enjoyable sight to see the two of you eating meat.
That's why we're here. Simple pleasures of life closing out the year.
Just wait till we get to the hot dog part. Mhm.
Hello.
Oh,
We just went to Super Dogs.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, the other one, to pick up some souvenirs
nice.
for a kid that's taking them back to California. And nothing says Chicago like Super Dogs
Right.
souvenirs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They might have their in and outs. They might have their, I'm not thinking of any of the other names of their local independent ones, or Mr. Pink or something. I don't know. Something about Pink and the hot dog. I don't-
Pinkies.
Something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
good. Let there be some street cred out on the left coast, out on the west coast, by representing good old Super Dog.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. All right, my fellas, I'm gonna get off the phone, allow all the other screaming fans to be calling in.
Wait. Okay, you're going. Wait. First, let me go with the classic Donahue. Is the caller there? Is the caller there? All right. And do you have one of those? Here's my question. I'll hang up and listen. Listen for the answer.
I'll submit my question now, and I'll gladly hang up for the answer. Yeah, no, sorry. No
Junkyard,
questions.
we will see you back in the text thread, pal. Thanks for calling in.
Enjoy.
Over and out, Junkyard. All right, that was Junkyard. Hey, the hotline works.
That alone. I mean,
We're closing out the year with Premier and New Tricks. We knocked down a Super Burger. So you got, okay.
I'm done
we're
with the
at the same
burger. Now we're
page.
going with the dog.
Now, don't forget the lovely green. Let's get this guy right here. Man.
Oh yeah.
There it goes.
Fantastic.
Watch me squint my eyes after
Okay.
ingest.
I'm gonna look straight in the camera.
It's got some punch. Let's packs the punch.
Oh yeah, good.
Got to me.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get some super water.
Mm.
Oh, I'm making slurping sounds, but hey, it is a hot dog. Well,
Mm-hmm.
besides the eating of the hot dogs, once we finish the earlier phase of this very show, we're going to move on to some highlights. 2024
Yeah. Year in review.
year in review. Some of our events co-occurred.
Mhm.
Others will be like the solo chapter, the solo book.
Plus, we can also reflect on some of these very humorous chats that have happened, the people that have come in and out of the chats, and shout outs and stuff like that. If you're watching, or later on.
That's what makes it all. We're here to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're not here to take ourselves too seriously. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on camera eating dogs and fries and burgers.
Two dudes eating wieners. Yeah.
There it is. Instead of three guys in a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Same deal. Simple.
Right. Hits all the marks.
Hits it. Awesome.
All right. So again, just kind of previewing what's coming in the next couple of minutes here. There's C2E2, which was, I'm pretty sure was April. That's how much I did my homework.
We met up.
Where we met up.
Yep.
Then we had Godzilla Fest. You were a first time Godzilla Fester.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. And I'm not like a huge Godzilla dude, but
Right.
they had so many other things besides Godzilla that just made it. And even the Godzilla stuff that they had there, awesome.
Definitely awesome.
Awesome.
And again, Godzilla Fest is at the same facility and is roughly the same size as your Flashback Horror Weekend convention. And again, if we go farther back in time, I was like, well, Flashback is cool for those who like it. But I was so used to the giant size of what we grew up knowing as Wizard World,
Mm-hmm.
which is now the Fan Expo. But any kind of Comic Con
Yep.
is, I'll say, a larger scale con
Mhm.
within the pop culture universe.
Yep.
So these mid-size or more intimate Godzilla G-Fest and the Flashback, it just took me a while to acclimate myself. But man, oh man, there is some value in hitting that kind of a con, which is why these things are on our highlights reel right here. Now I'm going to get into this dog. I'm glad. See that it worked itself out.
Yep.
See, we typically do it with the third. Junkyard called in. He bought some time through his contributing to the conversation. All right. So, do you want to dig into your grab bag? I don't know.
So earlier in the year, my family and I went to Japan.
I was not there, but I've
We-
heard stories.
We could have packed you in the suitcase, but
Right.
poked some holes.
Yeah.
It's all good. So, going with like the vintage kind of like stuff. So I grew up watching Robotech, which is originally called Macross in Japan. So, and this is the only kind of stuff you can find in Japan or on eBay if you're ever so lucky. So I know that Fanboy G has these. These are the Tomica. They're very famous for their die cast. So here's the Rick Hunter one. There's the Max one. And then, of course, you need the Roy Fokker one, which is Rick's brother.
And I have not watched Robotech for many a year, but
Mhm.
back in the day. So even just the look of the items there. So those remain unboxed. You
Yep, I am MIB. Shout out. Keeping these real and intact. So, and then the last thing I brought that I thought was kind of cool was Ultraman playing cards. So I just found out recently, just by scrolling and stuff, that Prime Video has a lot of Ultraman videos, all the way from the original one all the way up to like the 2023 2022. So I was like watching this one. It's pronounced Uratraman in Japan.
there you go.
So I was watching this one series, Ultraman Geed, and this one they use like this thing where it's like little capsules, and they encapsulate like the Ultraman and the monsters and stuff, and kind of allows you to like transform. Oh, yo,
Mandarin.
yeah. So I've been watching like I think 18 episodes, which was the more than 18, which was the entire length of the series. So
Oh, now I'm just even trying to keep up with Mandarin. Good thing I'm done with the dog. Mandarin loves Godzilla. Mandarin, Mandarin again. I have come to learn over time. You will remain the mysterious figure. But if you did truck over to Devon and Superdog and then jumped in on the hotline, now Junkyard was just on the hotline, Mandarin. I'm just saying, if this phone lights up right here, and we get to hear the voice of the Mandarin, that will be a special, beautiful thing. However, as always, we respect that a man of mystery needs to maintain the air of mystery in his ways.
I have a feeling that the Mandarin is out and about somewhere.
Might be early for that, but that is typically the pattern.
Yeah, either driving or doing whatever Mandy does.
The
Mandy
the
magic.
Mandy life.
Yeah,
The Mandy things.
life. Yeah.
So, Mandarin, back in the day, were you a Robotech guy? And then also, were you an Ultraman guy? And how's the proper pronunciation? See, I'm mispronouncing pronunciation.
Uratraman.
Uratraman.
So if you say Ultraman to a Japanese person in Japan, they won't understand you. I found that out. So
C2E2.
that's a good segue, I think.
See, now we're not in any particular order. We're not
Mhm.
setting stone check boxes. Let's do a little bit of look forward to 2025.
Yeah.
C2E2 is on the list. Now, again, it would be funny if Mandarin passes us by and stays cloaked, but it would also be like, suppose we're walking on the aisle and we pass by,
Mhm.
and then Mandarin a voice calls out, "Hey, Chista," or "Hey, Mr. C,"
Mhm.
and then we turn around and it's Mandarin. I will go full Fred. I know we go full Chris Farley over here and be like, "This is awesome," but I will go full Fred Sanford. If Mandarin calls us out, I'll be like, "This is the big one." The hotline is live. Mandarin Junkyard was just our first caller of the day, first caller ever. If you want to make it happen, Mandarin, the hotline's right here. We're looking. Here's the screen. Here's the hotline. If I see it light up, I will answer. We will answer immediately. Go to speakerphone. Oh, once again, driving mom around now. Hey, Mandarin's a good son. He's loyal to his mom,
Mhm.
and that's the way it should be. All right. So if Mandarin wants to say anything other, looking forward to events in 2025. That neither one. Oh, okay. Because Mandarin goes his own way, and that's cool. That's cool.
So would you dress up for C2E2 or any of the things that are happening in 2025? Do you think you would ever like dress up?
I'm going to answer that question. You see that little guitar right there on the top of that Marvel Capcom video game? I am this close to going and getting that Dracula cape and doing an on the spot El Kabong. I'm talking Quick Draw McGraw slipped in his alias, which was the Zorro-like alias of El Kabong. I am this close to getting that Kabonger back there and making it quang.
Kabong away.
There you go.
Kabong away, my friend.
So yeah, man, I'm on board with it. Again, I did Sven cosplay at C2E2,
Mhm.
and again, that was my first time
Yep.
field testing the makeup, and boy, was that a life lesson. Oh, hang on, Mandy's got something else. My bro and I will be in full.
Oh,
that's not
man.
even like a challenge. That's just a
I know,
statement
right?
of fact. It's just like this is what will come to pass.
I think Mandy is like putting the chips on the table and saying all in,
Yeah,
and
I
then you
think
have to
so.
match that.
yeah,
You know what I'm
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And we won't know who he is because Mandarin and the brother, man. See, now it's a whole other mystery of who is the Mandarin, but also who is the brother of the Mandarin.
It's like a cliffhanger for 2024 going to 2025. Like the mystery continues, you know?
Who is the Mandarin's mama? All respect to Mama Mandarin.
I know, right? Man, it's like Beverly Hills 90210 or something going on here.
That is
you know?
just amazing stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So as I did, I was saying, as I did the Sven cosplay,
Mhm.
you know, maybe I'd have more mileage under the makeup, or maybe I'd go with a less complicated, or maybe because I do have the glow in the dark face paint also.
Mhm.
But then it's like limited opportunity to test out your glow in the dark feature while you're out.
In the daylight.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless I'm carrying a shroud around us or a box around my head with a curtain.
Then you have to have like people like come over under
Yeah,
the shroud.
with
That
the
looks
flashlight.
weird.
With the
Yeah,
flashlight,
that's
yeah.
kind of awkward.
Yeah. So no, that's not the right format for the glow in the dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm done. And again, back in the day,
Mhm.
we did
Mhm.
Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
Yep.
Back in the day,
I
we
still have the
did,
Storm Shadow.
we did Kato and Hornet.
Mhm.
Fanboy G and me also did Kato and Hornet.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm
Mhm.
all for it. Now, let me spin your question, piggyback question. Would you do? Now I don't mean exclusively Toho Studios, exclusively a Godzilla character, but would you step into the Godzilla verse, the monster verse, at a G Fest and maybe do an Ultraman themed outfit, or possibly say a Mothra, or I mean the King Ghidorah get kind of complicated with here. Let me get my other hand in there with the multiple. All right, Mama Mandarin. You
Give
know,
Mama the burger, yo.
man, get Mama Mandarin up here to Super Dog, man, and then just honk. That's it. Just honk when you're driving by, and that's the Mandarin signal. We hear it right there, right now. It's a beautiful thing.
I actually been looking online for the past 2 years,
Okay.
just out of novelty, of a authentic Ultraman costume that you zip up, you know, like a diver suit. But then I'm thinking, how hot is that going to be?
Oh yeah.
Because it doesn't breathe.
Nope.
That you're going to be like a human, like petri dish
Yep.
inside of there by the end of the
It's
day.
got to be something where you could jump in and jump out, where you can
Yeah.
take intermissions from
Yeah,
it.
but it's like a one piece thing. And I'm like, nah, that ain't cool.
Maybe there's a design. But we have time. We have time before the con comes to toy around. We could turn it so as I just did my first ever custom paint job live, and a crafter. I'm going to come back with casual crafter, finish off this Wolfman head. So right. Let me not. I was done having other Wolfman comments, but that's as an example of maybe we'll turn into new content as far as cosplay design or cosplay process. You never know. I'm going to jump around and come back to, I want to come back to the playing cards, but Mandarin, I noticed that I was taking stock of the comments, and I believe, Mandarin, that for this channel, you are the single, you're like the title holder, the top of the pyramid, the Olympic gold belt, most frequent commenter on this channel. I
Yeah,
think last
brother.
time you were like, first it was like 50 something comments, and then you were like 77 comments, Mandarin. So it is just much appreciated that you were along the ride with this. All right, we go back to the playing cards deck, and as we like to zero in on the art on things, so just the shadow and light right there. If we could get him, see, man. So it's not in his silver and red, but just to boil it down to a black and white with the shadow that is still, I won't say a haunting, but I'll say a mesmerizing rendition of the Ultraman character.
Keep it, pretty simple yet stark and bold.
Yep.
So C2E2, I picked up a few things there,
Let's go.
as I'm sure that you have also. The one thing that I love Artist Alley. I mean, who doesn't love Artist Alley? So, and who could not resist things with butts on them?
Well, maybe some could, but here, let's get Mandy's comment, and then we'll back into the love the Wolfman, Mr. C. Oh man, he's got that. Is that a Wolfman face in there? I love it. Mandarin's
Or is that just?
here. Let's bring it
I
back up.
can't tell.
Oh, it might be a Wolfman. It
I
might
need better
be a
glasses.
Mandarin in disguise.
I can't tell.
Thank you for that, Mandy.
Yeah. So, Brian Cook art.
All right.
There's
Oh.
things with butts on it. So you have Steamboat Willie with a butt.
Oh, well, see, okay, there you go. Mickey piloting the.
You have Pikachu with a butt. Robust.
I'm sensing a theme here.
You have Coffee with a butt.
Oh, see, that's next level.
And this is what sold me. Carbonite. Han Solo.
Man,
The backside with the butt. Han Solo got a big old butt there, man.
Cake.
Bubble butt right there.
Solo cake.
Yeah. The other things, there was like an independent person there selling shirts and stickers. So these are Chicago-esque. If you don't know, if you know, kind of thing.
I'm gonna jump off camera. You keep talking.
Are you
'cause I'm
gonna-
gonna get the
are
rest
you-
of the stuff.
Oh!
I've been looking for the right moment to bring this content to bear live, and now
Dive-in takeover. Here we go. So here's some stickers. Chris is going to get more. Here is here is a book.
go.
It's G-rated. Do you want to play with my balls? It's just kids playing with balls. I mean, come on. How like innocent is that? Kids like it's a great bedtime story.
Now here. Oh, all right.
No, I'm not going to
Okay.
read it.
So here's a perfect tie-in. We
Mm.
won't spell out stuff, but this Superdog based sticker right there. I mean, that captures the Maury and Flory in their classic look. Been a minute since you got me. Okay, here's another classic Vienna dog sticker, and you got these all in Artist Alley.
No, actually, these weren't in Artist Alley. It was like in the main section,
All
close
right.
to Artist Alley. So
Just randomly, there's I'm pointing off camera, like people can see the Creature of the Black Lagoon image of. But there's a Jason Westlake, not from Chai-Star, Mr. Freeze. So Jason Westlake is an Artist Alley guy, or a C2E2 guy. Bozo. Now here's what we got to space out our episodes when we have the 4-man crew up.
mhm.
But I absolutely these pictures from when the Museum of Broadcast Communications was still open.
Mm.
So these pictures are 4 going on 5 years old now. I definitely want to go 4 boxes on the screen, you and me and Chai-Star G and Junkyard, and do Bozo memories. So I got all the Bozo statue with the Bozo suit, but anyway, classic Chicago Bozo. So deal them down. The first show of this year that I did with co-host Fanboy G, we were on Victory Auto Wreckers at closing, a heartbreak into the local. Let's see what do we got for Manor. Loving the scruff. I'm telling you, pair this scruff up with the tie and a jacket, and my man is killing it. I'm telling you. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
That's right.
All right, now again, classic Chicago gyro, man, right there. Now I know we just ate, but now that kind of made me want to go get a gyro.
2025. 3 guys in a gyro.
Now there's Malort with the salt, so the classic Morton salt. It's raining salt, so Morton salt's not even in its spot anymore. It's a concert venue.
Yep.
Were we younger or possibly cooler, we would have already been into the salt shed to see a live show. I did want to see a band over there before, and when we're so old, I can't remember the name of the band. But anyway, all right, here we go. More stickers. Let's all get sloppy. There we go. You got your old style, and
I think that's a shout out to Broomview kind of thing.
that makes sense. That's
Oh,
look at that! I got a Horror House card in there. A Horror House now. Don't pay attention to that old address. We're now at 2842. Got to go back to Horror House pretty soon.
Oh, the
Check
new
out
location.
new location.
Yeah, for sure.
It's Eagle Man, and I've got something for you. Classic things are classic things around. And then there's the old 588-2300 Empire, the classic, and the now retired meteorologist legend Tom Skilling. Every day I'm skilling it. Black clouds and lightning. That see the juxtaposition there of Tom Skilling's sunny disposition,
Yes.
standing literally next to and under the black clouds and the lightning strike. That's glorious. And one more for those before the greater Wrigley area expanded back in the day when it was a little bit more gritty. The Dunkin' Donuts, the Punkin' Donuts by the alley.
Those were the days.
Yep. That. All right. So again, other. As long as we're on other highlights from the year, then this is the purple box for lack of a better name, the purple box where we keep the smaller scale items. I know the second one can't be. Oh, look at that! Surprise! It's another Fanboy Cantina item. There you go. I just showed this recently. Just picked this up from Horror House again. So if you're a creature fan, if you're a horror fan, if you're a metal pin fan, if you're a glow in the dark fan, maybe no, we'll save the testing out the glow in the dark for another time. Anyway, so good stuff coming around. Oh, here we go. Other stuff out of the Horror House. Ooh, and this okay. Now, a little bit controversial for this Crow picture. Not
is that the new movie?
This is the new one. I'll just say, Horror House also has free posters, is why I bring that up. And you didn't check out the new Crow, did you?
After Brandon Lee, it's all downhill.
I have not seen new Beetlejuice yet. Did you see Beetlejuice?
No.
All right, so 2025, plenty of stuff for us to catch up on. And now, here, again, going through the stack. Oh, the posters, that's okay if they fall. We might hear a little poster falling noise, but that's all right. Day I walked into Trader Joe's. We're not a paid endorser of Trader Joe's. This is just I'm appreciating a visual here and trying to promote being respectful of the environment, right? Don't be plastic bagging all the time. Get your canvas tote. So 99 cents for a bag, like that's a good buy. And look at that imagery right there. You got a well-designed octopus down there, a kraken. You got some jellyfish. You got a submarine, and lo and behold, on the other side, diver helmet. Now that is a glorious diver helmet. Diver helmet, the symbol of this here channel. Whether you're a Trader Joe shopper or not, if you have the opportunity, go for the canvas bag, help out the environment. It's a beautiful thing. All right, do you have any other loot there that we didn't get to yet?
The gift I brought you.
Oh, all right. Let's
goes well with the theme here. It's more of not really a Christmas thing, but it's more or less like a homage to the channel and to you bringing people together. And it's like the perfect thing that I saw.
My man. Let me say backstory why I pronounce my man just in that way is a little bit of copycat or tribute to Jason Momoa. We're definitely Momoa fans around here, so I try to replicate his Aquaman character in enunciating. I mean, all this.
Mm-hmm.
It was years ago that we discovered Geeky Tiki, and some of them are over there and some of them are upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a little bit of DC, and there's a little bit of Star Wars.
Yep.
But Geeky Tiki, lots of product line going. Definitely, I have the classic Universal Geeky Tikis. We've got some Marvel Geeky Tikis, and now, at long last, man, we will be able to dive in with. Dude, you hit the out of the park with this. Let's see what the Mandarin is still. Now, I'm not saying Mandarin. It's just under his Man of Mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he puts the phone like right there in the dashboard so he can watch and drive. I'm not sure, but man, this is magnificent.
Or maybe his mom holds the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
while they're
that could
driving.
be.
Yeah.
Diver Down. Man, I'm not going to dig into the Van Halen catalog of Diver Down, but that is now another centerpiece.
So I think, the whole branding thing. So when you're having a sip of something while you're doing a live stream,
I'm saying right here on
you'll
Mr.
be,
C dives in.
yes.
All right, I tell you what, I'm going to, again, pop over just to get some of the more recent acquisitions that I've had. And if you want people to enjoy the visual of the pickle.
I'll
or the
read
ti-
some
there
excerpts
you go.
of
Oh,
You Want
boy,
to
oh,
Play with
boy.
My Balls.
Boy, did I leave it open for that.
We get to the spicy stuff. Sure, Chuck. I can hold your ball sack so it won't drag on the ground. Oh, we're going to get canceled. Wow. Your balls are so clean. Oh, wait. Your balls are so big. I can't even fit them in my mouth. See, G-rated. Come on, people. My mom always yelling, Louie, get those balls out of your mouth before you choke. And time.
Man, what a wonderful reading. What a wonderful reading that was. All right, so previously we did MIB tributes on these items. And I said there would be a time and a day where we'd come around with the unboxing and compare the color and the silver screen edition. So my new arrangement is, right, always got to represent Sven Gooley. So this is the only Toonie Terror edition iteration of Sven that currently exists. And again, just we're limited articulation. Like we used to say, like we'd like to say in the Sven Gooley Reddit group, does the hat attach or not? So this hat is well sealed on this limited articulation on the Toonie Terrors, but Sven being the horror host. So, okay, so here was Nosferatu as he was.
Are you going to check out the movie?
Dude, I super want to check out the movie. I'm wondering if I'm going to, back in the day when we caught Blair Witch, and I had trouble sleeping for the longest time after. So I've been debating that decision. What are your thoughts on catching them?
Dude, you have to.
All right.
You have to.
If it's got to be, it's got to be. All right. So now here we have, right, original Toonie Terrors Nosferatu. And now, again, look at the eyes. Look at the quality. So now here, the side-by-side compare. Slightly different skin tone on the figure, but in the black and white and grayscale. Again, just the way you can see. So it's, I think the sculptor's Adrian Smith. I'll feel bad if I'm getting her name wrong, but definitely just the details of the scarf and the details on the cloak, the gory finger grab. So Nosferatu, glad to have unboxed the silver screen Nosferatu. And again, we like to do a lot of tributes to MIB around here, but then I'm not a purist for keeping things in the box, but I do, in deference to MIB, keep containers. We don't want our guys getting dusty and all that stuff. We still want them preserved. Definitely, I still have, just out of camera sight, the Spider-Man 4-pack in the box. the Mego 50th anniversary Batman, Superman, Robin in the box. So some stuff stays in the box, some stuff doesn't. But now let's see if I can get this right. So here is Vincent Price and Vampira. Again, the original and the silver screens. So again, it's just super cool. Super cool to have both varieties available. And again, as I was just complimenting Nosferatu on his scarf, Vinny's ascot here is amazing. Again, the quality of paint job under the eyes, the eyebrows, all of it. This is really, really good stuff. And I'll just go for one more set here and then we'll close this out. No surprise, fan of Universal Monsters around here.
Mhm.
And when I saw Toonie Terrors and through Reddit to say that the ZLC Collectibles had a good shipping times from the time of order, credit to ZLC Collectibles for getting the stuff here quickly. Last time we saw these guys, they were in the box. So let's go figure by figure. And this was my famous Jim Campbell as co-host, Max Headroom style, that I couldn't resolve the technical difficulties. So again, at the time, I didn't realize that Dracula does come with a stand because it was well obscured off to the side of the box. But again, right, it's got some creepiness, some capture of Bela Lugosi's actual face, but the dragon candelabra, the medallion, all of it, the different color on the vest and the opera cape and the suit jacket there. This is a good, again, very limited articulation. So his head just ever so slightly will turn and the arms do move a bit. Again, he's fresh out of the box, so the arms don't move so very much yet. G, your thoughts on Toonie Terrors Dracula?
Very nicely done. It's sort of like a in between of like a realistic, yet still a caricature kind of like vibe. So.
Super cool on that. Yeah, and I've noted that in the past, some people have said that the Jada figures are more like maybe the movie poster of the figure. But yeah, again, it's an interesting hybrid. Okay, good. So Frankenstein, limited articulation. Again, not exactly. It's got shades of Boris Karloff in the face, but it's not like it doesn't look exactly. The scar is well rendered. Are we on neck bolts? Yes. So you can see just in there, the neck bolts are present. The stitching under the neck, and again, just the color arrangement. We've got this dark green set against the black T-shirt, the gray pants. And let me correct my previous error. It was just glare. I thought they had done a rip in the elbow, is what it looked like at the time, but I mean by design, but now we're showing both elbows, so I'm correcting my previous error. You can't see everything when it's in the box. Oh, so here, this is real interesting, that the foot swivels to the side, and then this foot swivels to the side. How much did you watch the Groovy Ghoulies back in the day on the early morning WGN Channel 9 reruns?
A couple times, actually.
Couple times.
Yeah.
So these guys also give me a bit of a Groovy Ghoulies design vibe as we go from one Boris to the other Boris. Again, I just like the 3-color use on the Mummy. I'll say this, now comparing Boris Frankenstein to Boris Mummy, I'll say the Mummy's face definitely looks more pure Karloff. Not really any articulation on the Mummy. His head does a slight little wiggle, I'll say. That I don't know if that even technically counts as articulation. And it looks like, if you can see up close, that there is a break at the waist just there for the torso. So maybe it would move if I mess with it more, but it appears there's little to no articulation. And again, chronological order, the last of the classic movies to come out. Now, this is the most Groovy Ghouly vibe of all of them, but he's like, he's got a little bit of that. He's dancing to some Warrens even. He's looking to get some pina coladas at Trader Vic's. Again, just super awesome design on the face and the eyes and all of it. Again, good color arrangements. I'm hoping that the next series to come up out of Toonie Terrors will include Creature of the Black Lagoon, Bride of Frankenstein. Let's get some Invisible Man in there. Maybe Phantom of the Opera would be a good 4th character to go around at that time. But it wouldn't hurt to throw in Dracula's daughter or some of the lesser widely known characters.
Wouldn't it be funny if they came out with the Invisible Man and there's no action figure in it because he's invisible?
No, Super 7 does a box like that, and they sell it for like $5. But it's just if you're in on the bit,
Yeah.
like
Or there's like sunglasses or something, in there. I don't know.
right, to have a total translucent
Yeah.
actual figure. Man, good stuff. All right, well, again, in recap, we've had some good times through this 2024. We've had some good highlights of the C2E2 and the G Fest.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely wanted to recognize we didn't get as much hot dog eating time in here as we had in the past. Stay tuned in 2025. We'll get some more hot dogs eaten. We'll have Fanboy G back around in person, maybe in the relatively near future. And any other things you're looking forward to on the 2025 calendar as we sit here closing out 2024?
Just helping you create new content and just having fun and diving in.
Right there. Diving out of 2024, diving into 2025. Thank you, Junkyard, for calling in the hotline. Thank you, Mandarin, for coming to hang out in the comments section, blowing up the comments. We hope you've had a little bit of fun recapping 2024 with us. This is on behalf of Chi-Star G. This is Mr. C closing us out for today. Thanks. When's the next live stream? We'll let you know. It's coming around soon.